So is Cyberpunk 2077 fixed yet? Well, we'll find out. So yeah, I hopped in Cyberpunk the other day, and yeah, this is what I saw as soon as I loaded it up. The loading screen was kind of laggy like that, kind of glitchy. It's on PS4, so that might be kind of why. But yeah, we walked around and did some stuff. So yeah, when I went to pull up the map, it took a bit. It could be because it's on PlayStation 4 instead of like PS5. So that could be a reason why it takes forever for the map to load. But yeah, it took quite a bit. It took quite a bit of time. So yeah, we're just wandering around. NPCs just kind of loading in, textures loading in. Just stuff because it's a big game and it takes a PS4 quite some time to load it up. So yeah, and then you just wander around and see what happens. So we go up this way, and then we keep walking because I was going to do this mission. So yeah, we go up this way, right? And then we come up to that guy. So naturally we get into combat and see how that works. So the combat is kinda rough looking. Now I don't know if that's because I'm not good at the combat, or if that's just how the combat is in this game. But yeah, it's kinda rough. Now it could just be on me because I'm not great at the combat in it. But yeah. And then yeah, as you can tell, I was just having a bit of a rough time with it. And so yeah, the combat, it works. It's just kind of difficult. So yeah, and then right here I was going here for part of a mission, and it says I'm supposed to go down this way, right? But where can I go? Because guess what, it glitched, so I can't even see where to go because there's supposed to be a door here, right? I'm supposed to be able to go in it, but guess what, I can't. So then I just keep standing there and standing there because I'm assuming it's just loading up behind that door, but then that door just kind of completely disappears. It doesn't open or anything like that. So I think it's one of those PS4 loading error type things, but yeah.
That's the place.
See you there.
So if you heard that in the background, it sounds like the enemies outside of the building think that I have engaged a fight with them, but I have not, because they are saying the aggressive thing. So yeah, basically I stand here, I'm watching them. They're shooting at something, or it sounds like they are, and I'm just kind of watching them see what's going on. I try to get back over to them, but the door's locked there, so I didn't go that way. But now I pull out my weapons here. Pulled out a sword though on accident. Okay, here we are, and then we just see what happens. See, so they react and they start shooting at you, and then right here you can't even really shoot through the gaps in the fence like that first one did, but right there it's not at all. So I don't know if that's again a PS4 type thing, or if that's just the game being weird with the fence and trying to shoot through it and detecting what's what. So yeah, that's a thing. And yeah, basically, the NPCs are kind of wacky as well. I walk up to this police officer right here, and you can see.
Get out of here! Yeah, that's right. Better listen. You hear me? Exchanging fire!
See, because I just walked up against someone, kept moving back and forth, and some of the dialogue was weird in the way they just kept engaging. But yeah, this is kind of wacky as well. Because it took forever for them to realize what was going on. And then right here, there's a glitch. If you look at the guy's hand, see the food just kind of spins around. So yeah, I've came across that several times. I went through to see if it was consistent, and it was fairly consistent. So yeah, that's a thing. You see right here, it did the same thing as well.
Look, go back to where you came from.
See, this glitch on this guy took a little bit longer than the other, but yeah, every few do it. So yeah, the street vendors are kind of glitchy if you run up to them constantly and just try to go back and forth and back and forth. So yeah, right here driving around, just trying to see what's what. It takes a bit for some stuff to render, but overall the driving is kind of how it was. I think the driving's fine, but yeah, the city still looks pretty cool. It's kind of empty right here. You don't see many NPCs, but it looks pretty cool looking. Right here, I thought that was a really cool shot. So yeah, Cyberpunk's cool, very cool looking, but is it playable? Then right here, I'm on a motorcycle, right? And then yeah, we're just kind of driving through. I think the whole time here I was trying to switch back to my first person camera on the motorcycle, and it wouldn't let me. So I just kept on pressing it the whole time to try to switch the camera back. And then right here it finally let me. And then yeah, and then I had to get back off to get the camera back to third person. And then, yeah, so we just keep driving around, going up to the mission, and yeah, we come across a few more things, I think. So yeah, you see right there was a bit of a shading thing, but I think that comes down to the PS4 rendering. And then right there, it's supposed to load up the message, and I'm supposed to say something. It took a bit for it to show up, so I guess it's a PS4 loading thing, but kind of glitchy. So yeah, and then you have to send one of those options. I just did that. And right here was the mission, right? It was a race. So we came across kind of a big glitch in this one. So yeah, just watch. So we're driving, we're hitting checkpoints, right? We have to go through here. But where do I go? Because it just put a wall right in front of me. So I turned, but then I hit that. See, so we clipped through the wall and something else, and there wasn't supposed to be a wall there to begin with. So yeah, Cyberpunk could be a bit glitchy still, so... But to answer the question, is Cyberpunk 2077 playable? Well, I kind of think it is, because the whole time I played, I didn't come across any really game-breaking glitches. Now, of course, they break the immersion, but they don't make it where you can't, like, play. So, yeah, it's playable. Now, is it a pleasant experience? Maybe. It depends on how many glitches you come across and if you get annoyed by them. And then I have a feeling that, like, on the newer generation consoles, you know, like PS5 and then the Xbox Series X and stuff, it's probably better. So, yeah, because a lot of the, like, glitches and stuff, I think, come with, like, the PS4's loading time since it's, I guess, last gen, but the game was supposed to come out on PS4. But either way, I think that it's playable. It's still pretty glitchy, but yeah, let me know what you think in the comments down below. And, yeah, thanks for watching.